What is up, boys? What is up, guys? What is up, guys? Yesterday, guys, we took a position on the S&P 500. Psych. I don't like the S&P 500 like that. We took a trade on NAS 100, the nasty. Anyway, I took a short. Got stopped at a break even. It is what it is. Let me just take you through the play. Yesterday, coming into the day, New York opens right here. This is New York candle open. Boom. It does absolutely nothing. I'm like, it does, in fact, take out London. I saw Asian was taken out already. London was taken out. I'm like, cool. I am short on the day, bro. Yes, in this day we did have what, core PME, if I'm not mistaken. That was the news event from yesterday. So understandably, where was that? That was half past. There we are. As you see, did absolutely nothing. But that's besides the point. Anyway, jumping into the day, mark the highs and lows. We have previous day lows even being a little lower than that. We have previous day lows all the way down there. Is what it is. So I was short coming into that. I just want to get back. Anyway, coming into yesterday, guys, we had previous day lows being further back, and I wasn't talking that. I just wanted us to come back down, click out Asian lows, and then push back up. But that didn't end up playing out, so I was like, cool, it is what it is. As we see, market opens up, market takes out buy side, which was my London high. So from there, I'm like, cool. I'm gonna scale down to the 1 minute, and we see what's happening over there. So again, with me, you'll know the strategy, you'll know what I use, liquidity sweep, IFEG, changing the state, that's my bread and butter. Coming into the day, as we see, mark came out, New York swept out buy side, which was London, and then swept it again. It's my favorite. I like a sweep of a sweep. It makes it so much juicier. Anyway, as we see, changing the state will be below this. See this above candle that took out the buy side liquidity. So the mark comes down, we get a small IFEG right here. Boom. Market confuses. I was like, I'm gonna wait. Right? I'm gonna wait for the change in the state. For me, the change in the state was a little more important than the inverse value gap. So I was like, cool, I'm gonna wait for that. And as we do see, market came down, boom. We get the inverse, and when we get another value gap right here, we tap into this value gap, and the market starts going down. We get the change in the state. I enter right after that. Jumped into the trade targeting Asian lows, as I already said. I went PE at these lows, break even. And as we see, market pushed up, market came down, took that up, and then took me out in the market rally back to the top. In my opinion, I don't think this was a bad trade. I don't think it was a bad trade at all. I think sometimes the market's gonna do what the market's gonna do, and there's no way of controlling that. The market's gonna do what the market's gonna do, you know. Plus, we had this nice SMT. So for me, we had this bullish SMT also that I only clocked after, because as we see now, I'm show you guys something. We actually had an SMT. Yes, I remember now. We had an SMT. My bad. The market's gonna do what the market's gonna do, but also understanding where we at. We had an SMT. Where as we see here, these lows on these ones, they took out these lows, creating a bullish SMT right where my stop was gonna be. So my stop is currently sitting at a bullish SMT. So market came down on the S&P 500, took the low. We don't take the low here. And as you see, guys, market should move back up. Power of the S&P, man. So yeah, I know someone's gonna be like, okay, why would you short when we do have this SMT also? So we have two SMTs on two different sides, and you're asking yourself, okay, why would you go short? Guys, that's my bad. I was not paying attention to the S&P 500 when I did take the short initially. So I wasn't paying attention to where market was at. I was like set up, presented, I took it. But yeah, you live and you learn, guys. I went break even, so we didn't lose anything, but could have been better if I was paying more attention to what the S&P 500 was doing compared to what Nasdaq was doing. But so it is my fault that we didn't bank. We didn't make as much as we wanted to do. Because I mean, like, if you see these longs, guys, market went up to the point where even right now we are still in that up, bro. So I did fumble there.